Gotta get more followers.
Everyone, welcome to July the 20th. Today, gonna be doing lots of fun stuff. Gonna be doing some trading in the treasuries. Gonna be day number 1 of my trade day evaluation. And gonna just riff, guys, in between trading. So it's currently 8:41 a.m. How you know that is I have finally buckled, guys. Enough people ask me to show the specific time on my screen when trades are. If you want to go recreate them, Godspeed, you do that. So I've added the time, and this is Eastern time. So it's currently 8:41 a.m. So that's the current price that just traded, number of contracts, current time, 8:41 and 45 seconds. So there you go. So the time is up there. It's Eastern time. It's currently July the 20th. Guys, going to be trading some trade day. Going to be doing, I mentioned this in the last few videos, but every single day as I go through their evaluation, I'm going to be recording my sessions and walking you through my trades. I do my best to explain what I'm doing, but a lot of times during the trade, I don't have time to explain every single thing that I see and that I'm doing and whatnot. A lot of times I know it just looks like I'm clicking all over the place and moving stops and whatever. If you really want to get a better idea of like what I'm looking for, if you go to my awesome website. Speaking of, before we get to my awesome website, which we're looking at, but Trade Day, which I'm going to be trading, running a promo this week only until Friday, end of day, 30% off. Any account, and it's a lifetime discount, so that'll be future months as well. If it takes you longer than a month, just use the code CFTPROMO. In yesterday's video, if you want to go look at it, I actually signed up and recorded the entire sign-up process and used my own code. The CFT is not above a discount. Come on, I'm Canadian. Canadians are known for liking a deal, guys. Lots of benefits to Trade Day. I've seen some of the comments on the interview and whatnot. People say, you know what? They seem like cool guys, but I don't quite get the benefits, guys. I don't know how much more clearly I could state them. The few things I think stand out. One, the CQG feed. I mean, TradeDay, great. If you're into mobile trading and want, a platform you can use on the web, TradeDay. Now, that's not me, so that's great, but that's not a benefit to me. Some benefits aren't going to apply to everybody. The CQG feed is important. Rhythmic is really starting to suffer lately. Not a day goes by that I don't see somebody say, I can't log into Rhythmic. Rhythmic's choppy. I'm in a trade. I can't get out of it. And that's because there's so many new companies signing up, and they're just stressing that system, and it's failing. So I feel a little more safe over on CQG, and CQG is what I use on my own personal account. I would, quite honestly, if I wouldn't trade my own personal account with a Rhythmic connection. So just saying. There's tons of education available. Again, that might apply to some, might not apply to some, but if you're brand new to trading, I think it's a great start. They have a free trial, so you can sign up, you can get it set up, you can give them a try, see all the education stuff, so you got nothing to lose there. And I really like that they're funding people with their own money. And some people say, I saw the comments, someone said, who cares? Like, if the company pays out, who cares? And I've said the exact same thing in the past, so, I'm not trying to pretend that I haven't. There is something a little bit more reassuring knowing that they're putting up the actual capital. Now, every company on my website I endorse. They pay out, I've been paid out by them, etc. You might notice there's several of the newer companies are not on my site. I'm not saying they are bad, but I'm saying I don't endorse them, and I'm not even going to name any names, but I don't, I'm a little concerned with all these kind of flash in the pan companies, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyways, guys, what was I going to do? Oh, my trading. If you go to a free futures course, you can read all of the awesome content. But if you go to page number 4, I specifically detail the 5 trade setups that I look for. So I think it's 5. It's 5 or 6, whatever it is. And really, there's only 2 or 3 that kind of recur often. So you can learn more about what I'm trading in Jigsaw there if you're really curious. Let's see, guys. Let's take a look at the market here real quick, because we are going to make some trades at some point. See if we see anything while signed in. We're going to trade 4 contracts. Again, our daily maximum is 4 ticks profit to reach the consistency rule. Or I shouldn't say to reach it, but to, the most we could make. We can certainly make less than 12 ticks. we'll just see how today goes. Not every day is going to be uniform. One thing I used to do, and I don't do this anymore, and I think it's smart, is try to divvy up the evaluations by like the goal divided by the number of days. So, $4,000 divided by 15. Okay, I need to make X amount every single day. Trading doesn't work like that though. Some days are going to be losers. Some days are going to be big winners. Some days, you might reach a profit goal before the 15 days. So I don't look at it that way, because it really does just add a little bit of a layer of maybe pressure. I mean, maybe it's not intense pressure, but you have in the back of your head, let's say the number is whatever it is. I don't even know what 4,000 is divided by 15. Let's take a look here while we wait for something interesting. Okay, so I could look at this and say, okay, my daily goal is $267. So what would happen if I was up $150? Maybe if I wasn't focused on the 267, I would just say, hey, I'm up $150. Cool, like I'm calling it a day. But having that number in my head, I would almost feel like I have to make that much each day. So that's why I kind of avoid it. All right, guys, I'm not seeing anything yet. In terms of trading, I know that's what you guys really want to see, not just me ramble and use you guys as a sounding board to talk to myself. I'm waiting to see if we can maybe get some bust up here. And I'm not seeing that currently. I'd be looking for the 10 years here and ideally the 30 years to be, pressing these highs up here in this range and increase pressure. I talked about in a video, I think it was last week. It's not just about where they're at. It's, how they got there and what they're currently doing. If they get themselves up here and the buyers are just pounding the sellers and, it looks like they're going to crack them, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the opportunity to go long and maybe break that high. If the buyers kind of passively walk this up and then they're just kind of hovering and maybe move down and back up, like there's just not the pressure there. So not as ideal. All right, guys, I'm not seeing anything yet. So, and I will mention too, in my other videos, like where I do trading, I usually just record for like an hour straight and screw it. Like I don't edit it out basically. I might edit these videos. Like if I say we enter a trade an hour from now, I'm not going to make you watch like an hour of nothing happening. So if I run out of stuff to talk about and there's no trades, I'm just going to cut that out. And the way you can always tell the time is right here. All right, guys, let's hop back here. So we talked about my site, the 30% discount I talked about, didn't I? Yeah. So you got that. TradeDay, kind of neat. So I'm all logged in on this is their front page. I'm not on my dashboard, but I was scrolling down. I want to see they put out a daily technical analysis. I have not looked at it yet. Let's take a look at it. Now, obviously, myself personally, I am not a tech trader. I don't... I'm order flow, depth of market, but I think it's good they have this stuff because I think it would serve people well. Going to try to open that. Let me just close this. So let's see. So this, we're not going to read through all this, guys, but it's 10 pages. You can see here. So there's quite a bit of information. If this is your cup of tea, I think it is worthwhile. And I mean, they're putting this out every single day. So not so bad. All right, guys, one thing I did want to see, though, I saw my name. So you join the little community here. They were talking about Ninja Trader, their interview with CFT, yours truly. Warms my heart when I see people mentioning they watched my video. So TD Root Localhost, interesting name, but thank you for watching the channel. They have the news feed with news going on, so lots of stuff here. I honestly, I'll fully admit, I have not fully explored the site for everything it has to offer. What I did want to look at, though, is my dashboard, because I saw they have one, which is great. So it updates at the end of the day. I know most companies, actually, it is at the end of the day. I can only think of one where your balance updates kind of during the day. Anyways, it has it all laid out here. Obviously, this is day one, so we're not anywhere yet. I mentioned yesterday about the trailing drawdown, and I wasn't even factoring that in. It turns out it's $3,000. I was thinking it was like $2,000 or something. So we got lots clear there, but we're not too worried about it. Anyways, we got our profit target, all that stuff. So we'll look at this. I'll try to remember to look at this every day and show you guys, but you'll see where I'm at in the the trades that we do anyways. I'm being evaluated, guys. There's a lot of pressure there. So we looked at our earnings report. There's TradeOvate, which is the platform. You can download the Windows or Mac app here, or you can just log in through the web. Guys, well, let's take a quick look at the market here. Holy Moses. Holy good golly. What is happening? It's not actually that dramatic, but so much for my dreams of breaking the high. Let's see what's happening here. They're pushing this down. Maybe we get to a little breakaroo low. Guys, welcome to Treasury Trading. This is what it is. Me talking to myself and just watching the numbers go up and down and waiting for a really good setup. Like what I was mentioning up here, like I would say 9 times out of 10, if not more, most of my trades lately are just breaking a high or breaking a low. Like when it's screwing around in the middle, I don't even pay attention. I don't have an interest. Unless there's very clear, like something very clearly is happening, and maybe, but patient enough to wait. I like those pops. You really get a pop at the top. You get a pop at the top and I don't know, something at the bottom. A break at the bottom. You get a break at the bottom, a pop at the top, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's go back to the internet, and then I'm done with the internet after that. Guys, Chat with Traders, my favorite podcast. They don't have it here. His last full episode was with Mary Childs, and she wrote the Bond book, what's it called, Bond King, which I am about to start reading. I actually own this book, but not have yet read it. Great interviews on here. He just announced, though, he's going to be stepping down as the host, so he's in for till like later this year, and then the podcast will continue, but with new hosts. So hopefully they are able to do as great a job. I love the podcast. I mean, not every episode applies or is as interesting as the others, but if you want some listening entertainment, you check that out. All right, let's see if we can dig up some trades here, guys. Now, one thing to always be kind of aware of is the time. So 8:20 is the treasury market opens. 9:30, the equities open. So sometimes, not always, will impact the treasury market here. All right, guys, I might be setting up for something interesting here. I was waiting for these guys to push this down, and I've been watching the Ultra Bonds well. So we had this run down, and no pressure from the buyers to march this right back up. So looking for sellers to continue their war on the buyers, and I kind of have been holding out for this 10-year right here in the middle to get down to the 115, 110 range, and that's where they are, and they're kind of plowing through them. So just to hopefully don't miss out on this while I'm babbling, a few things here. One, you're seeing some negative numbers here. That's people pulling their limit orders, and meanwhile you're seeing positive numbers here. That's sellers piling on. So sellers piling on, buyers pulling orders. Bit of a recipe for the sellers to push down on these buyers further. 2, if these guys can get down here and start testing this low, Ultron has a nice runway ahead of it. Might make up a few ticks, pick up a few Johnny Canuck bucks on the way down. So that's what I'd really love to see. But as I say this, the buyers have pushed this back up. So we're just going to continue to sit and wait. It's the waiting game, guys. I mentioned in yesterday's video, part of why my stats are what they are is because of wait for a good setup. That was looking like it was starting to set up to be something, and it didn't end up being, so that's okay. We just wait. other thing I wanted to mention, guys. So normally, I know when I go through evaluations, you usually see me just try to, push through as fast as I'm sort of allowed to. So there is a consistency rule with TradeDay. No more than 30% of your profits any one day. But that said, I'm not, and I did calculate that. It's 12 ticks. But that doesn't mean I'm just going for 12 ticks every day. If anything, I'm actually trying to slow this one down a bit. It will give me more opportunity to make videos and share what I'm looking at. So it might be more boring, but it'll be more content and hopefully learning stuff. So I'm really trying to, of course I want to get through the evaluation and pass and get funded and show you guys all of that. But just knowing that we have, 15 days ahead of us, there is no rush. There's absolutely no rush. So I'm more than happy to sit here and just wait for a nice setup. And, maybe we just get one nice trade today and call it quits. If we have to wait 2 hours for that to show up, we get a nice trade, then, game's over for the day. We just take that and move on to day 2, up a few bucks. So, but we'll see. Everything is dynamic. So kind of interesting here. You're really seeing the back and forth. So they obviously came down here, they marched it back up now. The sellers and buyers have just been battling it out here a little bit on the 10 years. Right now, looks like the sellers are a little bit in control. They're kind of pushing these guys back down here. See if we can get another push. Might be an opportunity to jump in. We might not get our full, run all the way down, but might get a little run down here. I think I like what I'm seeing, guys. I'm seeing a lot of orders being pulled. I'm seeing the sellers push this down. We are going to take our 4 lots, which is down here, and we're going to go short and just going to mark it in on this one. All right, guys, we are in our first trade with TradeDay. Let's set a stop loss. I know. So we set maximum 5 tick loser. So I'm not planning on keeping the stop loss that high, but there we'll move it down. Well, that is 5 ticks right there. And actually we'll move behind this guy. So that's still a 4 tick loser if it was to hit. So if this hits, we're probably just done for the day, quite honestly, guys. I know that's not very exciting, but that's how we're playing it. So really looking to see these sellers pound this a little bit harder here on the 10 years. And obviously, of course, we want to see it in the Ultra Bond. But yeah, it'd be real nice if they can get down here, 105, break that. We've got some runway. Well, looks like we might be out of the game on this one, guys. So we have a choice. We can move this up 1 more tick. Let's move it up 1 time. That would be our 5 tick loser, and we will stick to no more than losing 5 ticks in a day. And we might well be giving up an extra 125 here by doing that. But I haven't given up hope on this. They haven't run it up. They haven't pushed it down, obviously, as much as I hoped. But that's... They're trying there. They're trying, but... Might have been overconfident in those sellers to work their way through. All right, guys, I think we're gonna hit it. Unfortunately, we are out for the day. Did not work out. Hey, guys, sorry to disappoint. Starting it off on a loser, but hey, I set up the parameters. and we're going to abide by them. So, like I said, you know what I could bring up? I could bring up TradeDay. Let's do it. So here's TradeDay, just showing my account. See that our balance, we're down, whatever that is, $640. And yeah, we are gonna call it quits then, since so yeah, so that's our 5 ticks, plus the commissions, of course, and we are out. But while we're here, tell you what, I know I don't use this, but trying to remember my my TradeDay. Here we go, indicators. No, actually here, I don't want all this nonsense on here. No offense to anyone who uses that stuff, but not for me. So guys, this, it does show my entry and my exit. Look at that though. So we went short here. This is where we got stopped out. Look where it's at now. Painful when it does that. Right back, just a tick below my entry. But hey, that's them's the break. So okay guys, and unfortunately it is moving back down in my direction, but we are out, and we're gonna call it quits. So that's it for day number 1, guys. No big deal, honestly, not worried. Like I said, it's one day out of many. Just another trade. I mean, they add up over time. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Thanks so much for watching, and hey, look for on Thursday my day number 2 with TradeDay.